Yeah, hey, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for clicking on our little thumbnail. Welcome back to
Roll with the Troll.
Roll with the Troll. And you're not just here with the troll, you're here with the voice of reason right here.
Thank you.
Voice of reason is in the house.
You're so funny.
that sounds ridiculous. Voice of reason is in the house, like a party atmosphere.
Yeah, like I warrant that level of enthusiasm.
Right. Listen, I'll tell you what does warrant a level of enthusiasm is we're talking about Cobra Kai. It is now 2 months away.
Yes.
Do you realize that?
I do.
I am fucking shocked at this because usually we wait so long.
Huh?
Like between seasons 2 and 3, I thought we were never going to get season 3.
Oh, it was endless.
Remember that? It kept getting delayed because they moved to Netflix and there was speculation like, is this even happening? Did they fuck something up? What's going on? And here we are now. I feel like we just got season 4. And season 5 is literally 2 months away.
It is already upon us.
So we need more Mike Barnes speculation.
Yeah.
And we absolutely must speculate. Here's a speculatory thought. He will not dress like this in the thumbnail. I don't think we're going to see him like that in the show.
No, I don't think so.
That is Sean Kanan. Yes. That is not Mike Barnes. That's for sure. But anyway, I don't know. We've talked a lot. We've pontificated a lot about how he will emerge. I think the general consensus from everybody is that he will end up being an instructor at one of the Cobra Kai dojos.
Solicited by Terry Silver.
Yeah. And then some people, a couple people in the comments actually were saying that that's too obvious. I forget who said this. It was interesting. He said it's a little too obvious.
True.
We know that when Terry Silver said he might call up a couple of old friends, he probably meant Snake and Dennis. Especially Dennis. Dennis is the actual martial artist, right?
Right. I think most of us instantly thought of Mike Barnes, though. Yeah.
But this, whoever it was in the comments, I can't remember now. Forgive me, guys. But the thought was more like, well, you know, it's too obvious to make it Mike Barnes. Mike Barnes maybe comes in another way.
Yeah. Upon further speculation and reflection, we're expanding the possibilities.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I would rather see Mike Barnes come in through Daniel than through Terry Silver.
That would be fun.
It'd be way more fun. The problem is it's just not believable. What are the chances that right when Terry Silver is calling up old friends, now Daniel runs into yet another old nemesis after he just ran into the other two? It's like, it's just too hard to believe. So you have to bring Mike Barnes in through Terry Silver.
Yeah.
Or I mean, maybe even John Kreese in some weird way, but how does he do that? John Kreese is locked up.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. And Kreese didn't really even know Mike Barnes as far as we know.
No, he really didn't. So, I mean, they trained for a couple months. I mean, you get to know somebody, but it's too weird. So, I think
they did at the end of...
Yeah, they trained for a couple months for the tournament. Yeah. So, I mean, they knew each other really well. Yes. But regardless, I don't see him calling up Mike Barnes after 30-something years and saying, hey, let's do something. And how could he? He's in jail.
Right.
You know, he's enjoying what jail brings to an older man's life.
Oh, God.
You know, he's getting sentimental with the boys.
Oh, come on.
That's what jail is about. It's about male bonding.
Male bonding.
And it's about, you know.
It's not male bonding.
That's jail. You remember The Office? You would love jail. That's one of my favorite lines ever from any show ever is when Kevin's trying to tell in The Office.
Yes.
Kevin's trying to tell Oscar.
Oh, you would
He's like, you don't know about jail? You would love jail. Oscar goes, why would I love jail?
Yeah.
Anyway, we digress.
Yes.
So Mike Barnes, he's got to come in through Terry Silver. It's the only realistic way. However, does Terry have to reach out to him or could Mike Barnes see that Cobra Kai is getting big and then he reaches out to Terry Silver?
Yeah, it could go either way. And is it, are we assuming that Mike Barnes is going to be on the side of Terry Silver?
Wouldn't it be great
if it's not a given?
Wouldn't it be awesome if he goes in as like a spy for MIYAGI-Do and he infiltrates Cobra Kai and then he fucks them all up, starts teaching like crane kicks and shit.
Reports back to Daniel of his loyalty.
I tell you, I've said this in a previous video. I still would like to really flip the script and have Daniel just beat Mike Barnes' ass out of nowhere. Like have Daniel just go crazy like he did in that hockey situation where he beat those guys' asses.
Yeah, you will.
That was the greatest. I am never going to get over what a great scene that was.
You love it.
All those guys, it was so out of left field. It was so random. It was so like my kind of humor.
Yeah.
It was like, what? I mean, Daniel he's spending this whole 4 seasons bitching to everybody about how he's defense only and he takes the high road and blah, blah, blah.
He's got the moral superiority.
Yeah, all it took were these guys to make a couple of jokes about his wife's pussy. Yeah. And Daniel lost his mind.
I'm going to lose my mind.
A couple of jokes about fucking his wife, and Daniel loses.
Well, they did.
Yeah, of course they did. They said they're talking about doing stuff during the back seat and all kinds of stuff. Daniel completely threw the first punch on that. Yeah. And was brutal about it, too.
Yeah. Well, in that case, it's justified.
I want to see Daniel go even more balls out against Mike Barnes. Yeah. And I want it to happen out of nowhere like that. I want it to be like he sees Mike Barnes and just goes, oh, no. That's it. And Mike Barnes is like, no, hey, man, it's cool. It's been a long time. And Daniel just starts beating him. I'm talking like blood and just incredible violence. Something Daniel has to apologize for the rest of the whole show. The next 3 seasons, Daniel's constantly, I'm sorry about what I did to Mike Barnes.
I don't know. He had so much guilt after he punched that kid's nose in Karate Kid 3. I don't know if he can...
He didn't have any guilt after he beat up the hockey guys, though. That's what's so inconsistent about this series. You're right. He was really heartbroken that he broke that horrible kid's fucking nose. That kid was a prick. I'd have broken that kid's nose, too. Kid was out of line. He grabs Robin Lively. He's like, I'm taking you home and I'm raping you. What an asshole. Oh, you know what I mean? That whole thing was such a setup. Daniel should have seen that coming. I mean, the kid was like so out of control. He's like, no, she's coming home with me. Yeah. Like, dude, you might want to start with hello.
Over the top and obvious.
It was ridiculous. And then Terry Silver shows up and he tells him, you told me you were going to be here, remember? First of all, then why would you be here? Why would you suddenly show up by yourself if Daniel's on a date? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Everybody's such an asshole in these movies and TV shows. Seriously, the villains are just such pricks. So I don't know how much more we can speculate. I think Mike Barnes has to come in through Terry Silver, right? We figured that out? Yeah. There's no way. There's no other way. He can't come in through any other entryway. It's through Terry Silver. So, okay. And then that would pretty much mean he's got to start... You know what? He's going to haggle with Terry Silver again. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. They're going to have to haggle like they did in Karate Kid Part 3. Yeah. Terry Silver's going to be like, ooh, well, I can offer you 25%. He's going to say, well, that's more than generous. They're going to go through all the same lines again. That's more than generous, but I'm afraid to do my best. I'm going to need 50%. Ooh, 50. You got your 50%. Yeah. You know, that's how it's going to go down.
Just please, God, not again in the bathtub.
No more bathtub scenes, guys. That was too ridiculous.
Let's not.
Now, I've got to bring this one up again, and forgive me, because we've talked a little bit about this already. But does Mike Barnes end up coaching a hot-headed, angry Anthony LaRusso? Is he going to be his sensei?
That would be fun.
I'd love it. I want that so badly.
Yes.
I really, really, really want that. I want, because honestly, there's been a lot of talk about Dark Anthony and how we're going to see Anthony
mostly by us.
Well, everybody, though. There's a lot of people who are saying that. The creators hinted at it. They said something about Dark Anthony. If we're going to get Dark Anthony, we need a Dark Sensei. And it'd be a little too obvious if he went to Terry Silver for training. Yeah. It might work out, but I think that'd be a little too much. I think this is how you bring in Barnes. Yeah. God, that'd be cool. Yeah. What if Barnes is teaching nearby? It wouldn't be. I was going to say, what if Barnes has his own dojo nearby? Mm-hmm. There's no fucking way, because Barnes was from far away in the first place. Yeah. Why would he move to the one area he had a loss? Right. That wouldn't make any sense. And a ridiculous loss, too. If I were Mike Barnes, I wouldn't even call that a loss to Daniel. I really wouldn't. I would just be like, I kicked his ass. He got the point. That's all. That's how I would tell that story.
I won a point. I lost a point.
Yeah, what a bunch of horse shit that was. Remember the plan. You gain a point, you lose a point. All right? And then in sudden death, you get a... What is silly... That was very lazy writing, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Very lazy writing. They should have... They didn't want to give Daniel any credit against him. Like, the writers didn't even want to... Mark Kamen didn't even want an opportunity for Daniel to do okay. Mm-hmm. You know, it's dumb. Daniel should have gotten a couple points for real. You know? Yeah.
Well, I mean, that movie was,
Yeah, see our review.
It was one of many flaws.
We reviewed it a while ago, guys. Check that one out. And check out the Cobra Kai 2 review. I still think that's our best review. I think that was the most fun we've had of the review. Yeah. Anyway, so what else? Any final thoughts about Mike Barnes and how he's going to make his appearance here in Cobra Kai Season 5?
Just can't wait to see Sean Kanan. Honestly, to me, I don't even really care like whose side he's on or how he's entering into the picture, but I'm just really excited to see him. I feel like we've been waiting a long time.
Well, the son of a bitch told us he was going to be in season 2. Remember that?
I know.
There's video. If you guys weren't around for this, there is video of him right after season 1 came out. He's signing autographs with people, and he's telling them that he's going to be in season 2. So we thought for sure, all right, he wasn't in the trailer, but so what? He's the big surprise in season 2.
We were waiting.
Didn't show up in season 2. Voice of Reason and I said, oh, well, then you know what? Season 3 for sure.
Yeah.
Season 3 came and went.
Yep.
And then by season 4, I almost forgot Mike Barnes existed because there was so much buildup with Terry Silver. Remember all those ads they were running with Terry and the ponytail and everything?
Yeah.
And all these old quotes. And I just thought, well, they're not going to brag this much about having Terry Silver and then just leave Mike Barnes out of the promotions, but work him into the series, right?
Right.
No way. So I figured we would see him in season 5.
Yeah, we knew the jig was up then.
We still don't know for sure if he's in this season.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is like, if he's not in season 5, I'm going to start a conspiracy theory that he's dead, that the actor died a long time ago.
Don't say that.
Something relating to, no, bad juju all around. Is this something to do with like maybe a bad soap opera ending or something? You know, he was in all these soap operas and shit. But anyway, I will say this.
Yeah.
I think he will get redeemed at some point in the series.
Yeah.
Do you see that too?
Yeah, I do.
I think the one guy they're probably actually not going to redeem is Terry Silver.
Yeah, I think they'll let him go down in villainy.
Yeah, it seems like that, which is ironic because they already showed him as being a redeemed guy. So essentially that way everybody gets to be redeemed at some point or another. Right. Just not everybody gets to stay that way.
Yeah, now he's just working backwards.
Yeah.
It's like the Benjamin Button of
shit.
redemption.
All right, guys, like the video, please. Click like. We need you to click like.
Subscribe.
And please subscribe. You don't want to miss videos like this. Who's gonna give you all the information about Mike Barnes and Daniel kicking people's ass and Benjamin Button jokes, Amanda LaRusso getting banged in a car. So many things you don't want to miss out on, so make sure you subscribe. Oh, it's a good time. Voice of Reason, any final thoughts for the audience?
Well, just, like and subscribe.
Yeah, you want to say goodbye?
No, you say goodbye.
No, you just tell them thank you very much. We appreciate your patronage. Thanks for being part of this.
What he said.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.